Okay, we'll start the meeting in a minute. Okay, so I welcome all for the third session of Microsoft Azure. So in the first session we had some theoretical concepts covered, and in the second session we have seen how to actually create a free account in Microsoft Azure using the credit card. So definitely you need to use credit card in case of the Azure, whereas in case of AWS, you can use either credit card or debit card. And once you created your Azure credit card or debit card, once you created your account in Microsoft Azure, so then you can actually start working with Azure. So today's session, is somewhat started lately because I have connected my CPU with the two monitors so that I can visualize both the participants as well as the screen I will be sharing, as well as whatever I am writing on the screen. So it will be visible to you. So now just I will write something on the screen. Just tell me whether it is visible on the screen or not, so that my explanation will be reaching to you. So I have written my name.
Yes, sir. Visible,
Is
sir.
it visible to you?
Dayakari are written.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Dayakari
Okay.
are written.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Thank you for your response. Okay. Don't waste time. Now let us start with the actual progress of our journey. So in today's session, we are going to learn about most important topics known as the resource groups. Okay. So for accessing any resources, first of all, you need to go to the portal.azure.com. This is the website for actually getting all the services. So in the previous class we have seen. So we are going to get all the services in the Azure portal. The web portal name is portal.azure.com. Okay, this is the web portal. So just give portal.azure.com, and then it will be asking for user ID password. So already we have seen how to create a user ID password in Microsoft Azure in the previous session. So here yesterday I have created one more account, and my previous account was there. So my actual account is Indian Tech Guru for you. So just I'm clicking on that particular account. So it is validating my account. Once it is successfully validated, it is going to open the home page of Azure. So it is taking much time. Maybe the internet may be slow. Okay. So we have got the home screen. So as usual, this is my account. At the top right side corner, you can see my account. So why I want to use this Epic Pen so that it will be very easy understanding, because the letters are very small, the font size is very less. So this is my account. Okay, Indian Tech Guru for you @ gmail.com. This is my Microsoft account. So don't be confused, even though it is @gmail.com, you need not to create with @gmail.com. I have created like that. Okay. So yesterday, one of the participants have asked that doubt. Okay. So this is my account. So inside of account, what you will have? Inside of the account, you will have the subscriptions. Okay. Inside of the account, you will have the subscriptions. Just click on subscriptions. So how many subscriptions I do have? Only one subscription. That is the free account subscription. So once I actually take subscription, free trial subscription, then so it will be added to my account. Okay. So I shall have more than one subscription also. I shall have more than one subscription also. So similarly, any account may have any number of subscriptions. For example, assume that I have joined in a particular company. Just I have taken the offer letter and went to that particular company. So how I am going to get the credentials? So whether I need to create my own Azure user ID password? Who are going to pay? Who are going to pay for the services? The company is going to pay for the services. We are not going to pay. Then who are going to assign the subscription?
Company only, sir.
Yes, very good. The company only is going to assign. They are going to give you the user ID password of Azure portal. Okay, the user ID password of Azure portal. Just you are going to utilize that particular Azure, user ID password. And you can see there will be several subscriptions inside of that particular user ID password, inside of that particular account. Okay, the account may have several subscriptions, and they will give you a permission for a particular subscription. So in that particular subscription, you can actually create your own resources. Okay, so that is the actual scenario. Then you may ask that actually the account owner will be the company. The account owner will be the company. So whether the company needs to actually create several accounts based on the number of employees. For example, assume that there are 100 employees. Whether the company needs to create 100 accounts. Assume that 100 employees are there who are working on Azure. Whether the company needs to create 100 accounts for them.
Yes, sir.
If the
Yes,
company
it requires,
creates,
sir.
if the company creates 100 accounts, then it will be very difficult to manage. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So that's why it is going to use the Azure AD services. Azure AD services. Okay. So Azure. Just I'm going to search in the search bar Azure AD. Azure AD means Azure Active Directory. Here you can see Azure Active Directory. Okay. So Azure Active Directory actually represents the number of users available for a particular account. Okay. So just go and search inside of the search bar Azure Active Directory. Then it will open the Azure Active Directory. So what is the directory is here at the top right side corner. You can see that below the account, below the account holder's name, there is a name known as default directory, isn't it? Default directory. Who created that default directory? Whether we have created? No. So it will be created by Azure at the time of creation of our subscription. Okay. Once we take subscription, automatically a default directory will be created. A default directory will be created. Okay. So Azure Active Directory. Actually, Databricks opened. Now I'm going to click on Azure Active Directory. So you can see that a default directory, this default directory is just like the directory which we will have in our personal computer. In our personal computer also there will be several directories, isn't it? Like that, it is also one of the directory. For example, in our PC, there will be a directory known as C drive. So what is the purpose of C drive? We are going to install the operating system on C drive. We'll have all the program files in C drive. Okay. So like that, there will be a folder. So like that, here also there will be different types of folders. Okay. So one of the such a folder is default directory. Default directory. So which is actually, this default directory is utilized for storing all our activities. Okay. So that is why it is called as active directory. Okay. So here you can see the default directory. So the default name given by the Azure is default directory. Now, if you want, you can change this directory's default directory's name also. So here you can see there are several options at the left: overview, preview features, and then you can manage users, groups, external identities, roles and administrators. So several different options are there. So first, let us know how to change the name, default directory name, to some other name. Okay. So for that purpose, just scroll down. If you scroll down, there will be an item known as user settings. Click on the user settings. Click on the properties. Not user settings, click on the properties. Then you can find the name. Default directory is the name given by the Azure. Okay. Just select the properties icon, and then you will get the name as default directory. Now I'm going to change this name. I'm going to change this name as Azure or admins directory. Okay. So in this this directory belongs to Azure admins, like that. Okay. So just click on save. So till now what we did access the default directory and changed its name to admins directory. Okay. So now just refresh the page. Sheikh Mahbub. Okay. So now we are refreshing the page because we need to check whether the change we made to the default directory has been done or not. So below the Azure account, there was default directory. Now we changed that default directory to admins directory. So it's taking more than expected time, maybe due to internet, slow internet. So in the default directory, now what we can do is the account holder can create number of additional users. Okay, so actually the company is going to create number of additional users, and these users, these usernames as well as passwords will be given to employees. Okay, they are not going to create the number of accounts based on the number of employees. Okay, now we can see here admins directory. The name has been changed as admins directory. Okay, so this is the actual default directory we have changed. So now once again go to Azure Active Directory, and we'll see how to add a new user in Azure Active Directory. Because in case of an IT company, definitely there will be a huge number of employees. Okay, each and every employee needs to have its own identity. So now we are going to create number of users, as well as you can create groups also. You can group them also, because in case of Azure, there will be several different roles. For example, Azure admins, Azure DevOps, as well as Azure data engineers. So 3 different categories of employees will be there. So now what we can do, we can group them. Okay, we can create groups such as one group belongs to Azure admins, another group belongs to Azure DevOps engineers, another group belongs to Azure data engineers. Okay, so we can create users, and we can allot them in a particular group, and a specific group may get specific services. Okay, only those services in which they are going to work. So here you can see users as well as groups. 2 different options are there. So first let me create a group. Click on groups. So here you can see plus icon, new group. Click on new group. Okay, here the group type, it has been taken as security. So I will keep it as it is. And then group name, I can give group name. So admins group. I have given group name as admins group. Group description. So I will give the same admins group as a group description. Admins group. And then just click on create. Okay, now one group has been successfully created. What is that group? Admins group. Now I want to create some users and assign to this particular group. So just close this window. So now you will have the users icon. Click on the users icon. So here you can find new user. So here you can find already one user. So what is who is this user? Myself, because I have already created. I am having already one account with this particular Azure portal. So already this user has been created initially. Okay. Now we are going to create additional users. So before actually creating additional users, so let me click on this particular user name. Then see what will be there. Just click on the username. So whatever the operations we perform, so they will be notified in the notification. So here you can see notification icon. So in the notification icon, it will be shown. So whenever you click on the username, then it is going to show the user's profile. Okay. So here you can see successfully created a group. So each and everything we do, that will be notified in the notifications icon. Okay. Here you can see Dayakar Thammineni, it is the username. And here you can find all the details of this particular user. Whatever the details I have given, those details it will show. Okay, so it is showing my Gmail ID. I have not given any information. So now you can click on edit and give the information here about the user. Okay. And here you can see the object ID. The object ID is our subscription. So it is going to show you the profile of the user. So now I am going to close this particular window because I want to create a new user. Okay. Just now click on the new user, that plus icon. Then it will ask create user or invite user. You can do both the things. You can create a new user or invite a new guest user. Okay. So now I want to create a new user. And every user will be created based on the account detail. Okay. So here the username I am giving is Venkat. Venkat @ Indian Tech Guru for you gmail.onmicrosoft.com. Okay. So this is the username. So Venkat is the given name. @ Indian Tech Guru for you Gmail is my account name. .onmicrosoft.com. So this entire thing will be added as the domain name. Next, it will ask the name. So the name also I'm going to give Venkat. First name, last name, we need not to give. It is not mandatory. And it is asking for password. Okay. So whether the password is auto-generated password or shall I create a password? So I want to create a password. Venkat 123. Venkat 123 I have given as password. Okay. So here you can see groups and roles. Groups and roles. So click on groups and roles. 0 groups selected. Here you can find admins group which we have created previously. Select the admins group. Now this particular user will be created in the admins group. Click on select. So here you can see one group selected. And here you can see roles. Just click on user. Then it will show you all the different roles, available roles for a specific user. So here you can see huge number of roles are there. Application administrator, application developer, attack payload author. So huge number of roles are there. So we are going to assign a specific role. So as of now, just leave it as it is. I'm not going to select a specific role. We'll discuss about the roles afterwards. Just close this directory roles. I will keep it as user only. Okay. And I'm not going to give these details. These are not mandatory. And just I'm clicking on create. So here you have got one notification. The specified password does not comply with password complexity requirements. So the password must be more complex. So here you can see one uppercase must be there. Venkat @123. Just click on create. So for username also, I think more number of letters must be there. Venkat123. Like this, we are going to create the username. Okay. Now done. So one additional user has been created. Like this, we are going to create users for the new employees. Okay, in Azure. We are not going to generate Azure accounts, Microsoft Azure accounts for each and every user. Okay. Just here, Indian Tech Guru for you @gmail.com is the main admin. Okay, main admin who are going to main account, who are going to maintain all the different users. So what are the procedure I have shown you? So with this procedure, we can create huge number of users and allocate this username as well as password. This username as well as password. Now, whether now let us check whether this username or username and password is working or not. Okay. So for that purpose, so I'm going to open one more browser. So now I'm going to open a new incognito window. Okay. So why I am opening incognito window is, so if I open if I try to connect in the same browser, then it will say that already this username is available. Okay. So now in the incognito window, just type portal.azure.com. So now what is the username? Venkat.
Venkat123.
Venkat123 @Indian Tech Guru for you Gmail dot, what is that complete address? So let me verify once again. Here it is. @Indian Tech Guru for you Gmail dot onmicrosoft.com. .onmicrosoft.com. .onmicrosoft.com. Okay, this is the username. And then click on next. It will ask for a password. So whatever the password we have given, I have given that password. And initially, whenever you give the password, so it will ask to update the password immediately. Okay. So just I am going to update the password. I have given the old password. I'm giving new password. Okay, just click on sign in. Okay, just click on skip for now. So stay signed in. Yes. So is the font size okay? Are you able to see the
Yes, sir.
text on this? Okay, okay. So actually this is not needed. I'm closing that. Okay, yes, perfect. Okay. So now you can see one additional user without any subscription. Okay, with the same subscription, we have successfully created one additional user and which has successfully logged in, isn't it? And here you can see that the additional user is in the same admins directory. That is very, very important. The additional user is going to share the same directory, which is the actual user, that is the main user is actually sharing. Okay. So why we discussed all these concepts? Because we need to know that whenever you join in a particular organization, how we are going to get the username and password. Now, any doubts, you can raise your hands or straight away you can ask. Till now, any doubts, you can ask.
Sir, while writing the username, is there any syntax, sir?
So we have seen if I give Venkat, then it is not accepting. I think at least 8 characters must be there.
After the username at the rate, we have provided some mail ID, no, sir?
That is actually we have not provided. So I will show you.
Okay.
We have not provided at the rate of something. So it is going to give. What is that? That is nothing but the main account. The main account is Indian Tech Guru for you Gmail. This is the main account, and an extension will be added .onmicrosoft.com. That will be added. Okay.
Automatically by the system, sir?
It is given by the system.
Okay.
We are not going to give. We give
Okay.
only the username.
Okay.
And
okay.
at the rate of the main account .onmicrosoft.com will be given by the Azure portal.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay.
That was good question. So actually, we will not give the extension. The extension will be given by the Azure portal itself. We need not to worry. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
If you are working in a particular company, then you are going to get that particular company's main account address. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Next. Any more
Sir,
doubt?
in the admin directory service, you are going to create the users, groups, everything, sir. Admin
Pardon?
directory. Is the admin directory service, sir? We are creating that users.
No. That is called as AD service.
AD, sir. Okay.
AD service. I will show you. Just wait a minute. I will show you.
Okay.
AD
Same
means Azure.
Okay. Same in the AWS also, we are creating an IAM service, sir. Identity and Access Management. Same procedure, sir. Whatever you discussed.
Yes.
Users, assigning
Active
the users to the
directory.
groups. Active
It is
directory.
called
Okay.
as active directory. Active directory.
Oh, active directory. but the name has changed in the AWS, like IAM it is having, Identity and Access Management.
Actually, I don't
Remaining part, everything same, sir. Policies, assigning the users to the groups, everything same.
know.
Hello?
Um, much about AWS. So because there will be a lot of confusion if you parallel.
Sir, voice is breaking, sir.
Learn both Azure as
Sir,
well
voice
as
is breaking, sir.
AWS.
Sir, voice is breaking, sir.
In the interview, what happens is you may tell the concept of AWS in Azure interview. Okay, so that's why it is better than one particular technology initially completely, and then we can go over other technology. Active Directory. Okay.
Sir, can I talk? Hello?
Sir just now left.
Hello? Okay.
Okay. There was a network issue from my side. So is it audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So actually, now you will actually find the solution. For example, if there are 100 employees are there, then what we are going to do? The main account holder is going to create 100 users and define their roles, and he is going to share the username password to all the 100 employees. Okay, that is the basic concept. Understood?
Okay, sir.
Okay, okay. So now, once these users have been successfully created and grouped, then what is the next task? We need to assign resources, isn't it? The employees need to create different resources and work on those resources. So that is very, very important. So now let us move on to creation of the resource groups, which is very, very important concept. So resource groups, creating the resource groups. Just go to the search. So I think my screen is not shared to you.
Yes, sir. Yes. Please share the screen, sir.
I'm sharing my screen. Now, is it visible to you?
Okay, sir.
Okay, okay, good. Okay, now just go to the search bar and there type resource group. Resource groups. Okay, here you can find resource groups. Just click on the resource groups. So what are resource groups are? Resource groups are logical containers for resources. Okay. So each and every employee are not going to work with all the resources. Yes or no? Only a specific employee is going to work on some specific resources, not all resources. So that is why these resource groups will play a key role. It is the logical container for the resources. Okay. So for example, you can divide team-wise resources. Team-wise resources. We know that in case of IT sector, there will be teams. Team leader will be there, and under the team leader, there will be 5 to 10 developers. Okay. Once again, one more team, 5 to 10 developers. Like that, there will be several teams will be there. So each team may be allotted a specific resource group. Okay, that is the significance of the resource group. Now, what is the hierarchy? Initially, there was main account. What is the main account here? Indian Tech Guru for you @gmail.com is the main account. So using that main account, what we did, we have created number of users and assigned roles. Okay. Now the next level is we need to create logical containers. Logical containers. These logical containers are resource groups. And these resource groups must be linked to a specific subscription. Why we need to link to a specific subscription? Because the Azure portal is going to get the money based on the resources that are created by the users. Okay. So then how many resources are created, how much time they are actually utilized, that will be considered by the subscription only. Okay. The amount, how much amount it costs is calculated by the subscription only. So that is why each and every resources must be linked with a specific subscription. That is very, very important. Okay. So now let us see how to create a resource group. Just click on create resource group. Now you can see subscription. So every resource group will be attached to a subscription. Okay. So now our subscription is free trial. Just give the resource group name. I am giving Dayakar-RG. It is a naming convention that so each and every resource group will be succeeded with RG. RG represents resource group. And here first time we are going to see the region. Already I discussed about the regions in the previous class. There will be several regions. Okay. So just click on the region. Here you can find huge number of regions. US, East US, East US 2, Southern Central US, West US. And you will find the Indian data centers also, Indian regions also. Yes, here you can find South India, West India. South India means Chennai. West India means Mumbai, I think.
Mumbai.
Okay. Mumbai. So just I am selecting the South India, Chennai data center. And then click on review plus create. And then click on create. So in the free trial subscription, I am creating a resource group, Dayakar-RG. Okay, Dayakar-RG. So here in the notification, you are going to find whether the resource has been created or not. Resource group has been created successfully. So this is the first resource group we have successfully created. What is that name? Dayakar-RG. Okay. Now just click on the resource group. Then it will show you all the details about the resource group. Are there any resources in this resource group? As of now, there are no resources. We have not created any resource. Okay. So, of course, whenever you join in an IT sector, then there will be so many resources already available in your resource group because they're already working. Okay, they're already working on so many different resources. So whenever you join, you are going to get several resources, and they will tell you what to do with those resources, what you need to update for those resources. Okay, but here we are just creating a new resource group. That is why no resources are available. The resources must also be created by us only. Okay, by ourselves. So this is Dayakar RG. As I said that it is a free trial. So actually the resource groups are not actually cost effective. That is, you are not going to build for resource groups. Okay, these are free. The subscription for resource groups are free. However, it is better idea to delete each and every resource after you create. Okay. So now I want to delete this resource group. So Dayakar RG, here you can find delete resource group. Click on delete resource group. And then it will ask to type the resource group name. So I am going to type Dayakar RG resource group name. And then it will actually activate delete button. Click on delete. The resource group is being deleted. Just I have created and I am deleting. Okay, if we want, you can create one more, there is no problem. Why I am deleting is, I will show different ways of creating the resource group. So the first way to create a resource group is just to search in the search bar, resource group, and then select create resource group, and then give the resource group name under a specific subscription, and then review plus create, then it will be created. The particular resource group will be created. Now let me see whether it is deleted or not. Yes, the resource group Dayakar RG has been successfully deleted. So if you want to check, you can search Dayakar, something like that. Then it will not show any resource groups. Okay. So this is the first way of actually creating the resource groups. And the second way of creating the resource group is using the Cloud Shell, using the shell script. Okay, just click on the Cloud Shell. I have already discussed about the Cloud Shell. There are basically two Cloud Shells available in Microsoft Azure. So one is Bash, another one is PowerShell. So Bash actually uses the Linux commands, and PowerShell actually uses the Windows commands, Windows CLI commands. Bash is going to use Linux CLI commands, and PowerShell is going to use Windows CLI commands. CLI means command line interface commands. Okay. Now, to work with the Cloud Shell, we need a storage account. But we don't have any storage account. Just it is asking, Azure Cloud Shell requires an Azure file shares to persist files. So because we don't have any, we have not yet created any storage account, just click on create storage. Okay, create storage, then it is going to create a storage account for us. What is storage account? We will see later. Okay, as of now, just it is asking for a storage account. Just create the storage account. That's it. So wait for some time until it creates a storage account. Okay, so it has been created the storage account, and now you can see. Now you can see PowerShell is active. Okay, PowerShell is active here. So just click on the down arrow, then you can see Bash. Bash is also there. So two CLI command prompts are there. One is Bash. Another one is PowerShell. PowerShell coding will be like Windows CLI. Bash coding will be like Linux CLI. Okay. So now I'm using PowerShell, and you can actually recognize whether it is PowerShell or Bash using the background color also. Here the background color is blue color. So you can recognize based on the color also. PowerShell will be in blue color, background blue color. Now, so let us create this. Let us create a particular resource group. So using the PowerShell. So the command for that is new AZ. AZ means Azure Resource Group hyphen name. So we are going to give a name. So I'm giving the name as PS test hyphen RG, and then I have to give the location where it is located. I am giving it as West India. Okay, see the command. I am going to generate a new resource group, new AZ resource group hyphen name. What is the name of the resource group? PS test hyphen RG, and where it is located in West India. Okay. So just it is showing that succeeded. The resource group has been created. Let me check whether it is created or not. Okay, here you can see the resource group PS test RG has been successfully created. Just for the whatever the resource group we create, we can also search in the search bar for those resource groups also. Okay. So here you can see the resource group created. Just click on the resource group. Now you can see the resource group has been successfully created. So what I said is each and every time you create any resource, just delete that resource. Why we are deleting? Because there is a cost problem. Okay, so we have only limited amount in our account. If we keep all the resources, then our amount will be over within days. Okay, then we cannot practice. So that is why after creating each and every resource, just delete the resource group. Just we are going to learn what are the concepts that are available. Just click on the delete resource group. So what is the resource group name? PS test. PS test hyphen RG. This is the resource group name. And click on delete. Then that particular resource will be deleted. Okay. So this is the code for actually creating a resource group in PowerShell, which is Windows-based CLI, command line interface. So deleted, this resource group has been deleted successfully. Now let me show you what is the code for Bash shell. So just select the Bash, then it will ask switch to Bash in Cloud Shell. Then click on confirm. Then it will be moving from PowerShell to Bash. Bash is CLI based on Linux commands. The coding will be somewhat different for Bash as well as PowerShell. So if you know Windows very well, then you have to use PowerShell for writing command line commands. Whereas if you know Linux more, then you can go for Bash. So in case of Bash, how we can create a resource group? Let me show you. Once it is loaded, is being loaded. Actually, because we are working with the cloud platform, so it actually requires huge internet speed. So that's why even though I am using a broadband connection, ACNet, so even though it is slow. And one of the other reason is I have connected in 2 different screens. So that is also other reason. I have connected 2 screens for a single CPU. So that may be one more reason, because it consumes more memory. I think better to restart. Okay, so because today's network connection is very slow, we will see what is the command for bash to create the resource group in tomorrow's class. We'll start with that in tomorrow's class. Now, whatever concepts we covered till now, if you have any doubts, you can clarify. I have already said that the session must be more interactive, then only you will gain some knowledge. I myself will also gain some knowledge. So if it is just like a student, teacher, something like that, then nobody are going to gain knowledge. Okay. Bhaskar, ask your question.
No, sir. Understood, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good.
Sir, can you provide the syntaxes in a text file, sir? We are unable to see the commands, sir, sometimes.
So actually, I am providing the recorded videos for you.
Okay, sir.
So you can pause the video and write down. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Because I don't have any notepad file, something like that.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
It is a burden for me because I don't have time to type all those things.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. No problem.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So any more questions? Otherwise, we conclude today's session. Hope you understand the logic. So tomorrow we will start with bash command. Okay. So thank you for participating in this session.
Thank you, sir.
Keep attending the classes.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you all.
Bye.